Hi everyone, it is Carol from Lily Rose Blue. I am here with another Thrifty Thursday video for you. I was able to go to a couple of different thrifting stores that I just had not been at for probably 6 to 8 weeks, and it was kind of killing me, right? I mean, we have our places we like to go and kind of need to go to, right? And I just wasn't making it there. So yesterday afternoon, I went and did that, and here is video number one of the haul at one of my favorite thrifting shops. So this is all going to be books. So if you're not into books, feel free to go do something else and watch somebody else's video that you like to watch and support them. But this is the Sports Illustrated Horseback Riding book. This is going into my personal stash. As you know, we have horse owners and horse riders in our family. So, and one of these days I'm going to make them all journals. And so this is for my stash. 1971, J.B. Lippincott and Company. I'm going to look for the ISBN for the paper edition is 0397 00735-3. Original copyright 1959 or 1960. So this was well used. Look at this mother and baby. But the sketches in this book are just wonderful. This guy here is fantabulous too, but that illustration showing the parts of the horse, the parts of the saddle or the tack. Let me find some other. This is a girl who rides English, who's loving up on her horse. Some beautiful, beautiful illustrations. So you get the idea of what this book is about, and oh, I can't wait to use that. Now, another thing I did yesterday was to participate in Angela's live sale. Angela's channel is Meet the Shrods, and I did a comment in the chat saying that I had just purchased a math book earlier that day, but her math book was much cooler than mine. And I still maintain that is the case. But here is the math book that I found. This is 1949. And it's a math book, so no big surprises here. But the thing that I find, particularly with math textbooks, that I like is I think they make a very, very interesting background for a tag, a journal card, an envelope. Kerry Griffiths did a video a few months ago where he would emboss, stamp and emboss right on a older book page, and the look is just gorgeous. So I am particularly fond of math textbooks. I did like Angela's better than this one, but I like this one a lot. And oh gosh, you guys remember fractions like that? Yeah. Math was not, give me history, give me English, give me biology, but don't make me do math. And physics is even worse. Chemistry's okay, but so this is my general mathematics book. And you know what? I was going to show you So this thrifting store is the store where all books are either $1 or $2. So I got all of these books on, I think $13 is what I paid in totality. I picked up 3 Ideals books in my shop, which my Etsy shop is now open. I've got a lot of work to do, only a few listings. Those of you who sell on Etsy know it's a lot of work, but that's okay. We're getting there, and I'm learning the ropes as I go. But I'm trying to make theme bundles at this moment in time. They're not going to be very big because I don't have a huge supply yet, but you got to start somewhere. So I found a bunch of seam binding that you saw in a previous video that a lot of it was fall or autumn colors. And so I saw these 3 Ideals books. This one says Thanksgiving, this one says Autumn, and this one says Country Roads. All have many fall kinds of pictures in them. So I picked them up and thought I would, make that part of the bundle. Isn't this just gorgeous? Now, we have had amazingly beautiful and warm weather here in Iowa for the first part of November. Today, finally, though, we got a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and it does now look like November out there. Most of the leaves are off the trees now. Look at that beautiful church scene, which is sad, but it really looks like what winter is getting ready to come our way. Look at these beautiful seed pods. That's just a gorgeous photograph, in my opinion. And of course, Ideals books have poems and little short stories. And look at that beautiful picture. So that's this Ideals book. Look at the black kitty cat on the jack-o'-lantern. And this beautiful 2-page spread. I have always said I would go when autumn is upon us. Beautiful. Shout out, by the way, to Sandra for messaging me or putting a comment on my last video to tell me more about the author and the poem that on those vintage postcards, that sentiment I read. So thank you, Sandra, for enlightening me. I love that this community helps us answer our questions or teaches us more about things. Just love it. Thank you so much, Sandra. Here's this Ideals. Let me see if I can find. That's pretty, but we'll see. Oh, look at that. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Look at this covered bridge. Fall on the farm. This would be good in a farm journal as well as a fall journal. Some pretty autumn mums. I mean, it's all gorgeous. Well, it is apple season with that gorgeous pottery jug. Some little fairy gnome things with some squirrels. Very cute. And then this one specifically says Thanksgiving. I loved the inside cover of this. This reminds me of a puzzle that my husband and I finished not too long ago that was done in this same style, and I really like it. And speaking of Ideals, I don't know if how many of you watch Candy Cane Creates, but that girl found 110 Ideals books in the Goodwill bins. I could not believe it. I don't think she could either. I think she might still be in a little bit of shock. Look at this lovely, looks almost like a watercolor painting here. So congrats, Candace, on that awesome, awesome find. Look here, another 2-page spread of covered wagon. Here's some Thanksgiving specific things. Church. Wheat fields. Giving the blessing at the Thanksgiving table. And look at the back cover. Yay. I love it. I love it. I also got a Valentine's Day ideals because, again, I have some Valentine's stuff that I'm hoping to package up and sell on my Etsy shop. Yeah, it can't be February without snow, right? It just can't. That's a really pretty picture as well. The water's not frozen over, so that's nice. Some ice sculptures. That's also very pretty with some mountains in the background. Ooh, Valentine treats. Strawberry or chocolate mousse. That sounds good. Denim, mud, and chocolates. That might be an interesting story to read based on the illustration. Oh, yes. Remember making your box to put your Valentines into? Oh, yeah. We did that. It's a pretty awesome snowman that they've made there. First grade Valentines. A boy and his dog, a girl and her kitten. Ooh, that's a very pretty picture as well. So I will, look at these old-fashioned Valentines that they're showing here. That's very nice. I will probably add this to my, that's very pretty, to my Valentine's package. So there's that. Another horse book. You know, raise your hand if you're surprised that I bought a horse book. Look at the inside. Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Oh, I am forgetting my manners. And forgetting to look. That's very pretty too. 1981. This edition was produced for the Kmart Corporation. Printed by South China Printing in Hong Kong. Author is Catherine Dell. The designer is Keith Groom. And the editor is Angela Royston. Oh. So many things that you could use here. Oh, wow. Look at all those little horsey faces. Oh, I didn't know there was a difference between a stripe and a blaze. Oh, see, I learned something already. Tootsie, my granddaughter's horse, has a blaze. She's black with some white, but she's got a white blaze. And she came with the name Tootsie. Probably wouldn't have been what my daughter and granddaughter would have named her, but that's okay. You'd be surprised. We say Tootsie and we say Tootsie Roll here, but many people are saying Tootsie when they announce her, and that's not our favorite pronunciation, but again, it's about where you live, right, and how you pronounce things. So, very, very wonderful book. Oh. The problem is when you find books like this that you just love, you almost want two of them so that you can, get all of the pictures out of the books that you want, because you hate to cut into, to make one journal card or tag or page, to cut into it and lose the photo on the back, right? So I may have to look into seeing if I can find another one of those books. And last but not, oh no, I'm wrong. There's another book here. Many of you remember that I recently was in Tacoma, Washington for work. I got to do, this much sightseeing. I did get to go up to Seattle, which Tacoma and Seattle are not very close together, despite what people think. So that was a lesson learned. And I think the bigger lesson was it's 33 miles, but that can take you an hour and a half, to get there or back. But yes, it was a work meeting, a long work meeting, but took a lot of pictures of my colleagues, and I'm gonna focus on that as well as some of the scenery. But I'm also going to do a Pacific Northwest theme for the book. And this is a book I'm making for myself. I probably shouldn't be taking the time out to do it, but I am. So I got this book to use in my journal. So this is American Traveler, Pacific Northwest. Gallery Books from on 112 Madison Avenue in New York City. Copyright is 1990. The ISBN is 08317-88410. So, Washington, Oregon, and Canadian British Columbia largely make up the region known as the Pacific Northwest. The best known and most populated area runs along the Pacific coast, west of the Cascade Mountain Range, known as the Wet Side. Water rules this region, which the Pacific Ocean, lakes, rivers, and year-round drizzle keep damp and brilliantly green. Boats, sand castles. Look at that. Coastline. I learned a little bit about foraging. I learned a little bit about Bigfoot. The original legend started in Washington, and in fact, the famous picture of Bigfoot was taken on Highway 5, not far from Seattle. It's Mount Hood in Oregon. And I wondered if there was a picture of Mount Rainier. I'm sure there is. This is about Portland. I've also been to Portland. That's an awesome, awesome city. This is Mount St. Helens. I think I said this on a previous video. Here's Seattle. Space Needle. I was at this pier. That was wonderful. I was able to sit and eat dinner as sun was setting at the pier in Puget Sound or Elliott's Bay. It was wonderful. This was a cool, this Smith's Tower was a very cool building. That was so much fun. It's all about shipping. It's not the biggest shipping place out of the United States. I think, frankly, Alaska's probably pretty up there with that, but certainly was, you saw a lot of it. We'll just say that. Made you think about our supply chain issues. So that's that book. And this is the last book, First Nature Book, an introduction to the fascinating world of plants and animals. Look at those foxes. So cute. Look at this beautiful butterfly when you open the book. First Nature Book. Look at the lions by Robert Wellesley. I can talk. Yeah, sure I can. Yeah, these things are perfect to cut out if you wanted to. Some of these images. This full page image, that. Let's get the bats. He's pretty cool. I know bats freak people out, but he's pretty cool, I have to say. Badger, baboon, bees, beavers, bears. I think we're going in alphabetical order here. Look at those butterflies. Oh my gosh, you could cut those out. Aren't they gorgeous? Llama, kitty cats, chameleon, cheetah, a cow, cobras. I hope I never ever see a cobra in my entire life. We'll just say that. A cuckoo and a crocodile and a crane. Look at the baby deer. Dogs, donkeys. I loved this dragonfly picture. One daughter is a butterfly person and the other daughter's a dragonfly person. So, we like to do that. Frigate bird, there's the fox, frog, fungi. Again, I could put that in my Washington journal or Pacific Northwest journal. Guinea pigs, rabbit, hedgehog, so cute. Hibiscus, hippo, holly, horses, hummingbird, iris, iguana. My nephew used to have an iguana. His name was Stimpy, as in Ren and Stimpy. He was a very smart iguana. Would sit on the back of the couch with the guys watching TV and at college. And as iguanas go, he was, I really liked him. He wasn't somebody you would pet, but you could interact with him. And then Stimpy got away and was lost, sadly. And then Stimpy was replaced by another iguana named Stuart, who was the devil iguana. He was horrible, horrible. Stuart was sold, thank goodness, because Stuart was not a very friendly iguana whatsoever. You couldn't even hardly be in the same room, and he would throw a fit. Moths, moles, there's your mushrooms and your mice, narcissus, monkey or opossum, octopus, orangutan, ostrich. There's an owl. Oh, look at the otter. Oh, so cute. So I need to look through this book further and decide if I'm going to put it in the Etsy shop or keep it for myself. My guess is I'll keep it for myself, but I shouldn't. I can't hold on to everything, right? I just don't have enough room, first and foremost. My husband's been pretty patient with me so far. So that is my Thrifty Thursday video for this week. Thank you for watching. Please hit like, hit subscribe if you liked what you saw. Please support all of the Thrifty Thursday participants, and thank you to Sherry for being our host. Thanks to everyone, and take care, and we'll see you next week. Thank you, and bye-bye.